95% of you that attempt weight loss will ultimately fail. That's the truth. What's up, guys? My name is Steven. I'm a registered dietitian, and I'm going to talk about on this next episode of the Fearless Fitness podcast about why 95% of you who attempt weight loss ultimately end up failing. It's the sad truth, but I want to dive into the complex world of weight loss and really explore why that's such a drastic statistic. Why 95% of dieters ultimately fail in their pursuit of shedding excess body fat, excess weight, okay? But I want to remind you, it's not all disheartening news, okay? So I want to really shed light on invaluable lessons that we can learn from the 5% who are actually successful, okay, with achieving their weight loss goals. So let's embark on this little journey. And it's something that I've really learned to embody. And these four things, okay, these four things that I'm gonna talk about, okay, these are the things that successful people do constantly for the rest of their life, me included, okay? So there are 5% that are actually successful, and it's because of these four things that we're going to talk about right now. The statistics are different depending on the source, but within 1 year of weight loss, 50 to 70% of people will have regained all the weight they lost. But let me backtrack a little bit, okay? I mentioned that 95% of you will fail with weight loss. So that means that most diets out there actually work. They actually work, okay? Whether that's intermittent fasting, whether that's keto, whether that's juicing, whether that's doing Herbalife, whatever name diet that's out there. They all work because people do lose weight, so diets do work. But most of you that attempt weight loss will end up regaining that weight back. And like I mentioned, 50 to 70% of you will have regained all that weight that you lost. Further, 85% of people will gain it all back within 2 years of losing it. Within 3 years, 95% of you will have gained it all back. Now, the 95% failure rate may seem a little disheartening for sure. Like, it definitely shocked me when I was learning about this and reading about this, but it reveals an important truth, okay? Traditional approaches to weight loss often fall short. Many individuals, you included, I'm assuming, resort to fad diets or drastic measures that promise quick results but are inherently unsustainable. Okay, these quick results, these fad diets, these 30-day fixes, the 75 hard, all these things are unsustainable. The key to actual successful long-term weight loss lies in understanding that successful weight loss is not a short-term fix, but a long-term commitment to adopting a healthy lifestyle, changing your life, adopting new habits, sacrificing your old way of living. You have to commit to becoming a different person. So what is it that we can learn from those who are actually successful? The 5%ers, which is what I like to term it, okay? So we're gonna refer to the 5% as the 5%ers, okay? The 5% who do succeed in achieving their weight loss goals provide valuable insight into what it takes to actually produce weight loss and keep that weight off forever, okay? So let's talk about the four key things that these individuals do. Number one, cognitive restraint, okay? Cognitive restraint refers to the ability to say no to certain foods or even social events that may hinder progress towards your weight loss goals. Successful weight losers often practice cognitive restraint by making mindful decisions about what they eat and are very selective in social situations. They understand, okay, don't get me wrong, they don't restrict themselves every single day for the rest of their lives. They understand that occasional indulgences are okay. They prioritize their long-term goals and make conscious choices to avoid excessive or unhealthy food options. So again, everything is a choice here. Everything is a choice, whether it's subconscious or whether you're actively choosing to do something that you shouldn't be doing. Everything we do in life is a choice, okay? So I can sit here and choose to order takeout because I'm just quote unquote lazy or I'm tired from work, or I can choose to go downstairs and make a healthy meal that tastes pretty good as well. Both are choices. But choosing to actually stay home and cook a meal as opposed to ordering in is a form of cognitive restraint. Yes, we're saying no to fast food or takeout, but we're doing it because we are prioritizing our long-term goal. Losing body fat, changing your body composition, and keeping that weight off forever. Number 2, self-monitoring. Self-monitoring involves tracking your data, okay? So things like tracking your calorie intake, using measuring cups or measuring spoons, measuring whatever, okay, to portion out your carbohydrates, your fats, your proteins, okay, and other relevant factors to maintain awareness of eating habits, okay, so that we can make progress towards our weight loss goals. So we're also tracking our body weight, okay, especially our body weight. We're likely also tracking progress photos. So every week we're likely tracking progress photos. Do we see any visible changes on our body, okay? Also, are we tracking our water intake? Water is super important. Are we actually drinking enough water every single day? Okay, every single day. It's important. Another thing, are we sleeping minimum 7 hours every single day? If we're not tracking this data, how do we know that we're actually making progress towards our goals? Successful individuals often use tools like MyFitnessPal, which is the app that I use, and it's the app that my clients use to track their calories, to track their macros. Other mobile apps or wearable devices like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or a Garmin to track their steps. By self-monitoring, they gain a better understanding of their behaviors, okay? And make adjustments to their diet and exercise routines as needed. And the biggest takeaway here, what doesn't get tracked does not get improved. If you're wanting to improve something, you have to track it. It's like trying to become richer or trying to become a millionaire without tracking your spending, without creating a budget, without creating a plan to stick to. You're just aimlessly walking. Track your stuff if you want to make sustainable progress. Number 3, developing a new identity. Weight loss success often involves a shift in identity and self-perception. Individuals who achieve sustainable weight loss develop a new vision of themselves and the values they hold. They identify as someone who prioritizes health, self-care, well-being. I'm someone who lifts weights. I am someone who's active. I'm someone who's healthy. I'm someone who gets 10,000 steps every single day. I'm someone who eats 30 grams of protein or more at every single meal. I'm someone who makes sure to reduce stress. I'm someone who meditates for 10 minutes every single day. I'm someone who reads 10 pages of a good book every single day. This new identity then motivates them to make choices aligned with their long-term goals, allowing them to overcome challenges and setbacks more effectively. So by embracing a new identity, they reinforce positive habits and maintain their commitment to a healthier lifestyle. So it starts with developing a new identity. And sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. That's just the truth. You have to fake it till you make it. You may not feel or seem like the person you're trying to be right now, but I'm telling you this right now. Remember this. Who you are today is who you are in the future, because that future self is doing everything you're doing right now to get to that point. Everything you're doing right now, the steps, the workouts, the tracking the food, the mindful eating, the stress management, getting more sleep, getting more water in, stuff like that, your future self is doing all of that. So who you want to be is who you are right now. Develop a new identity and let that carry you. Let that allow you to take action so that you can uphold the standards that you've created for yourself. And then finally, number 4, adopting healthy habits. Successful weight loss is closely tied to adopting healthy habits that support overall well-being, okay? This includes incorporating regular physical activity into your routine, such as taking daily steps, engaging in structured exercise sessions, or pursuing activities that they enjoy. People who are successful with weight loss prioritize hydration by drinking adequate amounts of water. Additionally, they make conscious choices to include lean protein, minimize processed food, incorporate more unprocessed whole food options, and an appropriate balance of macronutrients into their diet. So they choose to have more greens, more salad, more veggies, more fruits. They choose to use leaner sources of protein. They choose to get into the kitchen and cook that healthy meal. They choose to get out of the house and go for a 10, 20, 30-minute walk. They choose to get up off the office chair at work and walk around the building for 5 minutes. They choose to head straight home and not look at the fast food that's calling their name. These habits contribute to a more sustainable approach to weight loss and help maintain long-term success. So healthy habits, as insignificant as they may seem, are basically, I think, the foundation for achieving success with weight loss and keeping that weight off forever. It's these little things, these minute things that you do every single day repeatedly for a long time that ultimately allow you to realize the success of weight loss and keeping that weight off forever, changing your life, looking better, and perhaps getting a promotion in your job, access to more money. Because, believe it or not, fitness, changing your physique, changing your life is the gateway to a better life. It opens doors for you, it makes you more optimistic, and it changes your life. So those are the 4 things that successful people do to maintain the weight they've been able to lose. So if you don't want to fall within the statistic of the 95% of people who fail, remember this: the 5% who achieve their weight loss goals do the following. They practice cognitive restraint. They self-monitor. They develop a new identity, and they adopt healthy habits for the rest of their life. These are the 4 things that successful people do to lose weight and maintain that weight loss for the rest of their life. That's pretty much it for me today. That's the episode. Hope you learned something valuable, and share this with a friend. Share this on your story. Tag me at Steven the Dietitian on Instagram. I'd love to hear your insight on this and whether or not this made a true impact in your life. So if you can take something away from this, it's this: you are more than capable of achieving the goal that you set for yourself. But you have to do the work. You have to do the work. Well, that's it. Please like the video or the podcast, wherever you're listening or wherever you're watching this. I'd appreciate that so much. I'll see you guys on the next episode.